All right, before we do this, I don't know whether you've noticed, I mean, this is going to be, 2018 is going to be exciting. If you've driven down the Crosstown Expressway, the Comanche Street Bridge is gone. I mean, it was there last week and it's gone today. So that, Chief, you might want to tell your fire folks that there's not a bridge there anymore just in case they get an emergency call. I don't think they can get a fire truck going fast enough to make the leap, so we don't want them having a problem over there. But you're going to see a lot more come out of the ground as far as I guess the new Harbor Bridge this next year, and so it's going to be exciting. But and hopefully that by our proclamation today for National Human Trafficking Awareness Day, that we can bring that to an end in 2018 also. So the folks that are here for this proclamation, if you'd be kind enough to come forward, Ben Molina is going to help us with the proclamation. Yeah. Oh, okay. We're glad you're here. It's folks like this that you hope they work themselves out of a job. So, Mr. Molina.
Thank you. You know, it's unfortunate that we even have to do this proclamation. I wish this was one of those feel-good ones, but it's not. But it is something that we can all work towards to help end in our area and throughout the nation. During National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month, we recommit ourselves to eradicating the evil of enslavement. Human trafficking is a modern form of the oldest and most barbaric type of exploitation. It has no place in our world. We are working to combat human trafficking, prosecute perpetrators, and help victims recover and rebuild their lives. In the state of Texas, there are an estimated 79,000 American children being sold for sex, according to a recent University of Texas study. In our own community, there are children and adults being held captive as slaves. We join everyone dedicated to ending child sex trafficking and all forms of human trafficking. Americans must learn how to identify and combat the evil of enslavement. This is especially important for those who are most likely to encounter the perpetrators of slavery and their victims, including healthcare providers, educators, law enforcement officials, and social service professionals. By becoming familiar with the telltale signs of traffickers or the signals of their victims, we can save innocent lives.
Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me as the mayor of the city of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim January 2018 National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month, and January the 11th, 2018 is National Human Trafficking Awareness Day in Corpus Christi, and encourage all citizens to become educated about human trafficking and to speak up against this injustice. So who would I like to give this, you're in charge of this operation, and would like to give that to you in hopes that we can eradicate this. And I just don't understand people that participate in this. I won't go into what I personally think, but ought to be done to them. And but anyway, introduce your people here, and we wish you all the best in your efforts, and we'll be supporting you.
Well, we really appreciate the support of city officials and our city law enforcement. You know, our city is really doing some great strides to combat this crime. So I'm Minta Moore. I'm the executive director of New Life Refuge Ministries. And you know, this here to my right is Katie Howell. She is our board president. And I mean, do you really want me to go down this long line? I mean, I'm happy to. Okay, Holly Duvall she is our this is a test. She's also a board member and our development director. Next to her is Sandra Scavo. She is an amazing volunteer. And we have Lisa Morris, and she also does a lot of volunteer work for us. Cynthia Sick is one of our board advisors. Barbie Baker here does a lot of marketing for us. Our board president here is John Moore. I'm sorry, I meant treasurer. I'm sorry. Oh, I did. He's never very good at these. And standing next to him is our development director, Cassandra Strom. Then we have Leanna Campbell, and she's also an amazing volunteer. Next to her is our board attorney, Tiffany Fader. We have Nancy Ilse, who is in this fight. Her husband is our Internet Crimes Against Children police officer, detective. He does a lot of amazing work combating this crime and putting the bad guys away. And then we have Nathan Harden, who is head of our finance committee. So I only botched one.
Well, thank you very much. And again, as a father of 5 and grandfather of 11, 10, got one coming in March. I don't comprehend how people can participate in this, but hopefully we're put out of business. So if you'd kind of gather around, council, if you wouldn't, this would be your first picture of the year, so smile real big. Michael Hunter even got a haircut to start the year off with. So. All right, next is Proclamation for Martin Luther King Holiday Celebration and Commemorative March. Who is going to be here for this? You ladies, come on, and gentlemen, come on down if you're here. How are you this morning? Fine. Nice to see you. How are you? Nice to see you. Hi, how are you? All right, does somebody want to explain the puppy? Tell me about your dog.
This is my fur child.
Your fur child. Frenchie.
An emotional support service.
All right, well, good for her. We're glad she's here too.
I know, right, Reverend Axel?
Yeah. All right. We appreciate you. Now, all right, we're going to read the proclamation, and we'll present you. Who's going to be? I'm going to present. All right, we're glad you're here. Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc. was founded by 22 young African-American female college students in 1913 on the campus of Howard University in Washington, D.C. The sorority has over a 100-year history of championing humanity, justice, public service, civil rights, and women's rights specifically by participating in the National Women's Suffrage voting rights demonstration held in 1913 in Washington, D.C. Sigma Theta sorority's alumni demonstrate accomplishments in many fields. The alumni include Shirley Chisholm, Lena Horne, Wilma Rudolph, Mary McLeod Bethune. Yeah, we got a place here named after her. Nancy Wilson, Roberta Flack, Aretha Franklin, Cicely Tyson, National Democratic Party Convention Chairman. Well, you could just put Marcia, you didn't have to put National Democratic Party Chairman, but that's all right. And former United States Attorney and General, the Honorable Loretta Lynch, just to name a few. Each year in the month of January, the Corpus Christi Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Inc. comes together to commemorate the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. This celebration march reminds us of our interdependence and reaffirms the sorority's commitment to the betterment of our communities through civility and service. Now, therefore, pursuant to the powers vested in me and the mayor of Corpus Christi, I do hereby proclaim January the 15th, Martin Luther King Holiday Celebration and Commemorative March Day in Corpus Christi, Texas, and urge all citizens to commemorate the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and know that his legacy lives on. So congratulations, and we'll present you with this proclamation, and you say a few words and introduce your ladies here.
All right. Thank you, Mayor McComb. My name is Iris Williams, and I am the president of the Corpus Christi Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Yes, we have a lengthy history, over 100 years. And one of our mainstays is social action, and it's social action for all, not for any particular group, but social action for all. We have been carrying on this march for the last 32 years, long time. And we would not have been able to accomplish this without the support of the City Council of Corpus Christi. Thank you. And so we deeply appreciate this proclamation. We wish that everyone would come and participate. It is we're also this year going to be doing something a little bit different, but let me start off. On Sunday evening, we'll have our interfaith service, which will be at Brooks Worship Center. On Monday morning, we're going to do something a little bit different, but in the same vein of social action, and we will be collaborating with the YWCA for their racial equality forum, and then we will be having our commemorative march, and we will start at the county courthouse, and we'll march to the Church of the Good Shepherd. I'm to help with time. This is our members of the Corpus Christi Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta. We're very active. We carry on various projects in the community, statewide, nationally, and internationally. Thank you so much, Mayor McComb.
Thank you very much, and we appreciate it. We'll get up here. And I don't know who trained your dog, but there's probably a lot of parents would like to have the same methods to get their children to behave like that dog has done. She's done very well.
That's a Delta Sigma Theta dog.
Delta Sigma Theta dog. Well, all you new parents, sign up with Delta Sigma Theta. They'll train your children. All right, y'all kind of gather around up here and we'll get a picture.
Thank you so much, Mayor.
Oh, excuse me.
Shake your hand. Yes, I did earlier.
Hello, how are you? Happy New Year to you. Well, where'd they say that the school was? Washington, D.C.? I would think they've all got red and black on. I thought maybe it's from Texas Tech or something like that. Oh, all right. Okay, we have these folks to come swear in to serve on our boards and commissions, and we appreciate that. And anyone that's interested in serving on a board and commission, if you'll get in touch with the city secretary's office if you want it, or you can go online, find out how many boards and commissions do we have, about 30 or 40, 50? Ministerially speaking, we got a lot. And find out which one you're interested in, get your application, and then we'll go from there. But I'd like to call at this time John Boris. Did I pronounce that correctly? He's not here. I butchered it so bad he doesn't recognize his name. Okay, Nicholas Janak, Carolyn Mock, Daniel Mazok, and Meredith Darden. If y'all are here, if you'll come up, we'll get you sworn in. If you'll raise your right hand, and then I will repeat after me after you say your name. I. Yeah, do we do all this together? All right. We don't want to, we won't go down. Do solemnly swear. Affirm. That I will faithfully execute. The duties of a member. Of the board to which I have been appointed. And upon which I am about to enter. And will do to the best of my ability. Preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution and laws of the United States. And of this state. And of this city. So help me God. Well, thank you very much, and we appreciate it. And I just realized I called y'all up here, and I didn't tell the public what board and commission they were serving on. I apologize. Mr. Janak is on the Arts and Cultural Commission. Ms. Mock is Arts and Cultural Commission. Mr. Mazak is Water Shore and Beach Advisory Committee, and Ms. Darden, Water Shore and Beach Advisory Committee. So we appreciate that. We'll stand up here and get a picture, and then we'll shake the council's hands, and we'll get you on the payroll.